Hello everyone and welcome to this week of Riddle Ready Check. Now, we have another 3-game week on our hands, and this week is arguably the most important week of the whole split so far. With the standings as close as they are right now, with Fnatic rising on 10-game wins, Galaxy Racer and Riddle on 8-game wins, and Nordavind on 7-game wins, it means that coming into the second to last week of the NLC split, everything is to play for, and there's only 3 playoff spots for 4 teams. Now, of course, with me saying that this week is an important one, you can kind of guess what teams we're up against this week. We're up against Galaxy Racer and Nordavind, who are the 2 teams that we're fighting for the last 2 playoff spots. And we also play against Godsent as well. Our first game is up against Galaxy Racer. Now, for it being their first split ever in the NLC, they're having a good showing. They've took wins against basically all of the bottom teams and also some of the top teams, for example like Singularity, and obviously against Riddle in the first part of the split. But there's only one team that's in better form than Galaxy Racer so far in Group B, and that is Riddle, who we're on a 4-game win streak right now. Now, when it comes to tiebreakers, head-to-head is took into account, so this game is extremely important for Riddle's chances. With Galaxy Racer taking the first game, it means that if Galaxy Racer take this one as well, then playoff hopes are not as easy as they're looking right now. Now, our second game of the week is up against Nordavind on long-term rivals, and they're on a 2-game loss streak, even dropping a game to Godsent last week. We do also have a game advantage on Nordavind in wins as well. We're set on 8 and they're set on 7. But that doesn't mean this game is any less important. We beat them the first time round, we're looking to beat them the second time round, and the whole of Norway will be kind of on edge for this game. If Riddle do take this game against Nordavind, it means that there could be a 2-game buffer in terms of wins, meaning that Nordavind's chances of playoffs are looking quite down after this game. But we all know Nordavind aren't going to go down that easy with incredible players like Kerberos, Sharp, and Chrisberg, who's definitely one of the best AD carries in the NLC. They're definitely going to put up a fight. One guy that definitely knows how to put up a fight is Kektz, and we spoke to him this week about the Nordavind game.
Hello, this is Kektz, and I'm going to be answering a few questions about Nordavind. How do you think the team will match up against us, draft style-wise, etc.? Well, I think lately we've been having insane drafts, especially compared to a lot of other teams. So I feel like, generally a lot of teams have the same style of just basically going in. So I feel like if we manage to counter that style or just play the same style better, I think we will have a pretty easy time winning. How do you feel you match up against your lane opponent? In my opinion, Kerberos is probably one of the better top laners right now this split. I feel like against him I'll match very well. I think worst case scenario will just go even. And I don't think there's gonna be much happening on top lane. He does like to play a lot with Ignite, so I don't need to be careful about that, but generally I feel like if we don't troll, I think we're just gonna go even. Bold prediction for the Nordavind game, well, it's not really bold, we're obviously just gonna smash them.
Our third game of the split is not as hype as the other 2, but just as important, it is against Godsent. The fight for the relegation spot in Group B is very, very close right now, with Godsent sat on 3 wins and Kova sat on 2 wins, and Kova have a game in hand. Now, Godsent do look in better form than Kova right now. They took the win against Nordavind last week, and they look overall in a stronger spot than Kova do right now. Depending on the results of the last 2 games, this game could be the decider on whether Riddle get into playoffs or not. With every single one of these games being so important for our playoff chances, it means that this week is one that you do not want to miss, and you definitely want to be checking out all the games and cheering for us in the chat because the guys need it. And of course, if Fnatic rise and carry on dropping games like they did against us last week, there is a chance we can still pick up that first place spot in the group. The first game of this week is up against Galaxy Racer at 18 CEST, then the next 2 after that are kind of late games, both at 21 CEST against Nordavind on the Wednesday and Godsent on the Thursday, with the Galaxy Racer game being on the Tuesday. Every single game in this group is so important for the playoff chances, and it can go any way at this point, so make sure you're checking out the NLC schedule, and make sure you're checking out the other games as well, the Nordavind games, the Galaxy Racer games, and the Fnatic games, to make sure that you're fully involved in the playoff chances this time. We hope to see you in our chat in the NLC, and we hope to see you engaging with our Twitter content, and have a good week.